Greetings, loyal viewers. This is Eddie Muller, and today I bring you another thrilling episode of Noir Alley. The picture I've got for you is The Unsuspected, a 1947 offering from Warner Brothers, which distributed the film but did not produce it. The Unsuspected was the first film made under the banner of Michael Curtiz Productions, an independent company created by Warner's top director. Curtiz had started directing pictures for the Warner Brothers in 1926 when he could barely speak English. In his native Hungary, Curtiz had already established himself as an accomplished director with more than 60 films under his belt before he set foot on a Hollywood soundstage, already 39 years of age. During the 1930s, Curtiz helped Warner's compete with more prestigious studios such as Paramount and MGM, creating swashbuckling hits with Errol Flynn, Captain Blood, The Charge of the Light Brigade, and The Adventures of Robin Hood. But Curtiz's storytelling skill was evident in every genre, as he turned out one exceptional film after another. Angels with Dirty Faces, The Sea Wolf, Santa Fe Trail, Yankee Doodle Dandy, Mildred Pierce, and arguably the most popular movie of all time, Casablanca. By the mid-40s, however, Curtiz was eager to gain independence from studio boss Jack Warner. He was willing to sacrifice bigger budgets for greater autonomy. He didn't break completely, however. He made a deal with Warner's in which the studio would put up half the money and keep half the profits, but Curtiz would have complete control, which is what he desired. The maiden effort for Michael Curtiz Productions was The Unsuspected, which perhaps tells you everything you need to know about how pervasive noir was in Hollywood circa 1947. Curtiz had been smitten by Laura, produced by 20th Century Fox in 1944, and he wanted to make a mystery in the same vein. The source material was a 1945 novel by up-and-coming mystery writer Charlotte Armstrong, centered around a popular and nefarious radio show host named Victor Grandison, a character not unlike Laura's Waldo Lydecker. Curtiz had the book adapted by his wife, Bess Meredith, with the final script by Ronald McDougall, who'd done wonders with James M. Cain's Mildred Pierce. For the role of Grandison, Curtiz had only one choice, Orson Welles, which made perfect sense given Welles's legendary career in radio. But Welles was trying to salvage his own production of The Lady from Shanghai, and he turned down the role. So Curtiz returned to a reliable collaborator, Claude Rains. This was one of 10 films they'd make together. Rains always credited Curtiz for teaching him how to act in front of a camera. Curtiz was proud of having cast several big stars in their breakthrough roles, most famously Errol Flynn and John Garfield. As his own producer, he wanted to do this again, partly because playing with his own money, he couldn't afford bigger stars. He wanted Dana Andrews for this film, another Laura connection, but he couldn't get him. So he decided to introduce a new star, Ted North. The only problem was that North had just made The Devil Thumbs a Ride at RKO. But Curtiz, as always, had a solution. He had North change his first name to Michael, so Curtiz could introduce a new discovery as part of the promotion. For the female lead, Curtiz was foiled again. Joan Fontaine was out of his price range, so he went with newcomer Joan Caulfield, who'd only been in pictures for a couple of years. Caulfield and North are the star-crossed innocents in this story. For the more suspect characters, he cast Hurd Hatfield, who'd made a vivid impression as the sinister title character in the picture of Dorian Gray, Constance Bennett, once the highest-paid actress in Hollywood, now transitioning to character parts, and the ace in the deck, Audrey Totter, at her slinky and snarling best in the kind of role that would make her a noir icon. Now, Curtiz was aware of Hollywood's rising noir tide. He specifically sought out cameraman Woody Bredell after seeing his work on Phantom Lady and The Killers. Curtiz was a master stylist, and in this film, he and Bredell create some of the most unforgettable images of the film noir era. The plot is confounding at times, and not all the performers rise to the level of Rains, Bennett, and Totter, but as an example of high noir style, this film is a pleasantly poisonous confection. From master director Michael Curtiz, here is The Unsuspected.